Hi Angela, this is Rashida, this is my persuasive speech, and this is my audience. Hi audience. Okay, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about breast cancer and what that looks like in our communities and what we want to do to get it better and what we're going to do and what I'm charging everyone in this room to do, including the men, to be better and to get this disease under control. We got to face the facts. Women are dying from breast cancer every day, and we all know someone who's been affected by it. Either we've watched someone die from it or watched someone battle the disease, or we've heard from a cousin or a friend or someone at church that their mom or sister or aunt has battled this disease or is battling it. And we've all sent our thoughts and prayers with one of those people. I personally know 5 people who have battled breast cancer, one of which was able to catch it early doing a self-breast examination. Now, she wasn't yet 50, so her health insurance didn't cover a breast exam. But she was in the shower and thought, I'm in here, I might as well, and she found a lump. And that lump turned out to be cancer. She is alive today to tell her story. Of those 5 people, only 2 of them are still living. The American Cancer Society estimates that 39,520 women will die in 2011 of breast cancer. That's an alarming number for a disease that with early detection can be reversed. And people can go on to live long and happy lives. So we know there's a problem. We know we need a cure. We know that there are things that we can do, but a lot of people don't know exactly what that means and exactly what those things are. So we're going to talk about it a little bit today. You got to get your mammograms on time. That's one of the #1 ways to catch breast cancer. Women between the ages of 50 and 74 are recommended by the CDC to have a breast examination every 2 years. Now, this used to be 40 years old that they asked women to go and have a breast exam every 2 years. And that changed here recently, about the last 3 years. And they said, no, not 40, because women who are age 55 and older are the women who are at higher risk of getting breast cancer. So all of this data has come together and they've looked at the numbers and said, how old are you? What race are you? What income level are you? And I don't know what income level has to do with it, but they always add that one in on the graphs. And they said, well, most of these women aren't 40, they're 55 and older. And the insurance company said, well, hey, we're not paying for that. So for all of the women who are younger than 50 who are getting breast cancer, we're not paying for that. You're just gonna have to find it late stages and, hey, we're sorry for you and we're sorry for what you're going through. We gotta realize that health insurance is a cash cow. What makes money are healthy people. Sick people don't make money, they cost money. They don't want to pay for things for the sick people. So younger women who are getting breast cancer aren't able to have a mammogram done. So you say, what can they do? What are they supposed to do? Self-breast examinations. It's recommended that women do a self-breast examination after every menstrual cycle, every single month. As well as your doctor will do one once a year when you go and have your physical. Now, mammograms are a lot more high-tech. They can detect a breast cancer lump up to 3 years before you can detect it with your hand, or a doctor can detect it with theirs. But that's not to say that it's not able to be detected. We got to look at some of what the risk factors are when we talk about what can we do as far as prevention. We know that you can go and have a mammogram done, but hey, I'm not 50. I can do a self-breast examination, but do I really know what I'm doing and what I'm looking for? I can go to the doctor once a year, but is that really enough? Looking at some of the risk factors, there are some things that you can watch out for and things you can do. So one of the risk factors that you really can't do anything about are inherited genes. They found that there are 2 genes that are inherited that can be cancer causers, and it's the BRCA1 and the BRCA2. Now, they only test for these if you've got a long family history of breast cancer. And then they'll say, okay, let's get you in here, let's do these genetic tests and find out what to do. And a lot of people will do those tests, and then they say, well, there are a couple things that we can do after that. Mastectomy is one of the huge things that they ask, that if you are at that high risk, go ahead and just take the breast. A lot of women are really uncomfortable with that, but it is an option. The other risk factor, and it sucks for all of us girls, is being female. Men only count for about 1% of breast cancer, according to the CDC. Increasing age, women who are 55 and older are at higher risk. Any personal history of breast cancer, if you've had it before, the chances of you having it again are greater. Radiation exposure. Now, that's one of the things that as a child, if you had to have a chest x-ray because you had pneumonia or something, it's not anything you can do about that, but it is a risk factor. Obesity. With all of the other presentations that we've seen today, that's been sort of the reigning theme throughout all of it. You've got to control that, and it's hard, but that is a risk factor. Beginning your period at a young age, and beginning menopause at an older age. Also, women who have children after 35. Women who use postmenopausal hormone therapy. And last but certainly not least, drinking alcohol. Women who drink an overabundance of alcohol are higher in likelihood to get breast cancer. So up on the screen, you'll see what you should do when you're doing a self-breast examination and the motion that you're using. It used to be a circular motion that they asked for women to do, and now it's this up and down, and it goes from the armpit all the way to this other inside of the breast. And you're looking for things that are as small as a pea, a peanut, a lime, or a strawberry. And those are the kinds of things in our everyday life that we can compare what you feel to. And the reason that they ask for you to do this after your menstrual cycle is because during the menstrual cycle, your breasts are a lot more granular. They're made up of nodes and lobules in there, and so they feel a lot harder during the menstrual cycle. You don't want to do it then, because you're going to tell yourself you have breast cancer every day if you do it then. And then your breasts are usually tender during that time as well. So, doing some research, I find that women aren't getting their mammograms like they're supposed to be. In 2008, the percentage of women 50 to 74 who said that they actually got their breast exams every 2 years like they were supposed to had decreased from the year 2000. In 2000, 78.7 women said, yep, I did it. I was good. I did what I was supposed to do. And in 2008, only 74.2% of women have done it. What's going on? Breast cancer isn't going away, so why aren't we paying attention? We have got to educate people to pay attention. Get your breast exams. In this wavering economy, we know it's extremely difficult for people to say, I'm going to go and I'm going to spend the money, if they feel like I've got these risk factors and I don't really know exactly what to do. Talk to your doctor. If you're younger than 50 and your insurance won't cover it, talk to your doctor and let them know, hey, I've got this family history and I need to find out what to do. They'll come up with a very easy and simple way to say, this is what we're going to do. You're either going to get mammograms on a consistent basis, and they'll allow for the insurance to cover them, or the CDC does free or low-cost mammograms for people who can't afford them. So now we know a little bit about what's going on and what needs to be done. We've all been affected in some way. It's time to fight back. Educate yourself. Do your breast exams. Know what you're looking for, and pass that information on. This is information that's not just for you, it's for all of us. Share it. Thank you.